By the time Linda and I took our trip to Turkey, we were veteran travelers. So we knew we were looking for prints, and we were on the lookout for something special. We went from covered market to covered market. In Turkey, you have these enormous covered markets, kind of like farmers markets, but they include antiques and clothing and all kinds of other desirable goods. And we went from stall to stall asking if they had any prints. And they had some, but they weren't particularly attractive. Finally, near the end of the trip, I found this man who had loads of attractive prints. And I spent about an hour going through them and picking out the best ones, or at least the ones that I liked the best. And here they are, 4 prints. 3 of them we framed and hang in a hallway. The 4th, I kept free so that you could see exactly the details of how they're put together. In all cases, these are probably from books that were made sometime at the end of the 19th century. And then the people who owned the books realized that they were worth more cut up into pieces than they would be as whole books, and they took them apart, and that's how I bought them, just pages from books. As you can see, this one is a warrior, probably a Janissary warrior. In the middle we have a scholar, maybe a wizard would be more properly. And at the end here we have a dancer. One of the things that makes these images so spectacular is the use of genuine gold in the printing process. This is gold leaf, gold that is hammered to a thinness of micromillimeter and then applied. The captions that you see on the prints are in the courtly Persian that was spoken in the Ottoman court for hundreds and hundreds of years. I once asked a Turkish guide that we had if there was any classical Turkish poetry, and he laughed at me because in the court of the Ottomans, this elevated courtly Persian was spoken, and the people who were governing the Ottoman Empire didn't even speak Turkish as their first language. If you turn it over, you can see the courtly, poetic kind of writing that was typical of the Ottoman court. Turkey is a great place to travel. The people are wonderful. One of the unique parts of Turkey is their history. Ataturk changed Turkish society fundamentally, changed it away from this almost medieval, courtly, feudal society and made it a modern society. One of the reasons why the captions here are written in Persian and not in Turkish is that because up until Kemal Ataturk came along, nobody really had a reason to write in Turkish. And he changed Turkish to a language that was written with Western alphabet and made other reforms that brought Turkey into the modern age.